Hey guys, and welcome back. This episode, we're going to cover animals, or at least the cow. We just covered the sheep and chicken in the last episode, so we're going to finish off the animals and go over cows, the equipment to do the different types of fertilizers, and feeding technology. At least one step of it, or one part of it. Or at least I'll go over it in detail as to how to do it and try and show you as best I can. See if I can't grow some corn and stuff off camera, and then do it. So anyhow, we're going to buy a bunch of cows, which I've already done. They're bought here inside the menu at Animals. If you go back, here we'll go over the vehicles that I'm going to use. Fertilizer spreaders. This is one that you have not heard me mention. This and sprayers use the same stuff from the blue bin at the farm. They are the same exact thing. The only difference is the sprayer covers about 5 times the same area. So I went sprayers instead of fertilizer spreaders. Then you have your manure spreaders, which we've bought one. I think we bought this red one. Yeah, we own one. These are used with the manure that you can get from the cows. I'll go over that in more detail in a moment. And then I bought a slurry tank. This is also used to get liquid manure from your cow pen. Right now we have a slurry tank attached to the back of our tractor, the one that we bought. And after you purchase your cows, you can come into your menu of statistics and you can go to your cows. And right there you'll see the third item down is liquid manure. I have 22,333 gallons, or units, however you want to call it. I'll probably end up calling it gallons. Simply move your trailer close enough for the refill slurry tanker option to appear. You hit the button, starts refilling, your liquid manure starts going down. I'll spray it over here in this field so you can get a general idea of the area of coverage. That's good enough. So here we go. Let's spread some poop. Yeah, see? It's not very big, but it's not really small either. And it's just, you can't really see because it's not making it dark. But there you can see. For some reason it let me spray on the edge of it, as long as I wasn't driving in it. There it goes. You can get a general idea with me driving on the edge here about how far wide it is. And so you figure that far off to that side, that far off to the other side. Maybe a third of what the sprayer does. But, again, it's free. Now, I just used about 15 or 10 or so percent just to do that little bit, plus all the spraying that I was doing running around. So, but they do sell bigger ones so that you can come down here and fill one completely full with a lot, and then go from there. All right. As I've shown in other videos, you bring grass and you dump it here. You bring straw and you dump it here. Grass starts in producing liquid fertilizer. Straw starts them producing regular manure. Your regular manure is in that concrete bunker over there that you see, that little 3-sided bin. And to do it, what you do with it is you need a front end loader that can carry manure. Now I bought the Lizard because the Lizard explicitly says that it does manure and it does compacting, which is what's done to make your silage and stuff at the biogas plant. So it's an all-around useful vehicle. You can use it for both. I know that they do sell vehicle parts or whatnot for the there we go, for the other deals, the other front-end loaders that are supposed to scoop up manure, but I've heard other people that couldn't get it to work, so I didn't bother with it. I just wanted to do the, this is going to work type thing. So let's go get some with this. This is the manure. That red vehicle right there, the red trailer, is a manure spreader. It's the red one that we saw that we bought. You just pull up into here, put it on the ground, and then run over the manure. Okay, so let's back up. And this, you got to get used to it. I've never done it before, so I'm sure it'll take you a couple seconds to figure it out too. There we go. So now we got about 3,500. See if I can get some more. Nah. How much do I even have? Manure. I still got 63.34 in there somewhere. So I'm guessing you just kind of let's lift it up a little bit, dump it down, and now let's drive through and see. I know I've got it too high, but I'm just wanting to scrape the ground. I can see the two piles there, but it don't seem to want to pick them up. Anyhow, we picked up some. That's all that matters. So let me pick this thing up. And yeah, like I said, I've never drove this vehicle other than to get it here. So I want to see if there's any actually in the front of it. Yeah, there is. So supposedly, from everything I've read, you carry it over here, you lift it up in the air, get over your fertilizer trailer, or your manure trailer, excuse me, and you dump it. Try and get around. Let me zoom out. That might help a good bit and get rid of the PDA. There we go. Well, there it goes. Looky there. Oh yeah. So you got to fiddle with it a little bit and you get it to work. But now if we jump to that tractor, we can see that we're a trailer. We got the 3540 of the manure, and it's in there. Doesn't really look like poop. Cow poop's kind of brown. That's like a tan. I don't know what the devs were thinking. Anyhow, let's back up some. We'll go around over here to the other side because it's going to yell, "You don't own this field," and we'll figure it out by halving it. Alright, let's turn it on. See if we can get a little representation on this side. Apparently not. So let's turn it off. But I know it was going through that fertilizer pretty dang quick. Let's try this other side. There's a little bit down there at the end that I didn't do. Oh yeah, you can see it back there. Go slow enough. Yeah, this one comes out behind it, of course. Alright, so yeah, not very wide, but again, if you've brought hay down here, straw down here, and thrown it in here, it's only charged to you what you could have sold that for. And the straw sells for about $800 per 1,000 units. So you figure you put 6,000 down here and you make a bunch of poop and manure, and then you can turn it into fertilizer if that's your kicker, especially once you start doing a bunch of cows. Because I can tell you, the more cows you have, the faster the manure builds up. Because I didn't have any, and I had 3 cows, and I had straw down here, and I was getting like, over a period of 3 or 4 days, I got like 300 manure. And as you look now, I'm over 6,500 or 6,400, plus the 3,000 I just took out, and all from buying another 99 or 100 cows or so. So it makes a big difference on how many you have. So that's cows, that's fertilizer, that's liquid manure. I'm going to pause it now and scoot back to the house and see if I can't grow some corn and get this triple mixture up to make some triple mix so that we can do the milk production. Try and get it up to 100%. You have to feed them the triple mix in order for it to for your productivity to go up to where you're making the good milk. Now I mentioned the milk quality earlier. If you're under 100% productivity on your milk, apparently what you make is what's called half and half, and it sells for less. I've got 11,620 gallons in the tank right now. Apparently that sells for less than if you've got productivity at 100% by feeding them, or up higher. I don't know if it gets to 100, but I would assume it does, by feeding them the triple mix. If you're feeding them the triple mix, the milk almost doubles in price or value. So I don't know how they separate it, how they figure out how much you're making or whatnot. Maybe you have to take out all of the half and half, and then it starts taking out the whole. Maybe it was just garbage that the guy was talking about. I don't know. I haven't tried it, haven't gotten that far. We'll find out eventually, at least in one of the future videos. But let me pause it. That way this thing don't get too long, and I'll go work on the corn and whatnot and see if we can't get a feeder mix going.